website like actually is created as an e-commerce site for selling out some electronic products, gadgets, but some of the students have entered these musical instruments as well. Anyways, we will be working with this particular website for our practice purpose. Now, say for example, if you have a website and you want to interact with the elements, okay, any of the elements, it could be a link, it could be an image, okay, it could be a drop down, text box, okay, button somewhere, okay, anything which you can see on a website is a element, web element. Okay, so if you want to interact with any web element, there are two things. One thing we have to do is to locate the element. We have to locate the element, and then we have to perform the action on it. Okay, then we have to perform action. Action could be click or send keys. If you want to type, then you can use send keys. And if you want to click on an element, you can click as well. Okay, so let me say if I want to click on this log yourself in link. Okay, if I want to go to this page, I'll just copy this page URL and paste it over here. Okay, I'll paste it over here. Click on this, but click on this, but click on this, but click on this, but click on this particular link. So what I have to do, I have to inspect it. So right click on that, go to inspect. So always we have to do this thing, okay? Any element you want to inspect, right click and inspect, okay? When you click on inspect, this kind of developers toolbar will come up, okay? You can bring this by pressing F12 key also. F12 is function 12, okay? F12 key. And you can see this will be highlighted, okay, over here. So this is a U tag, underline, okay, U is for underline over here. If you see, they have created a style that is U for text decoration underline, okay, and that is why you are able to see an underline below this link. And because this is a hyperlink, right, you can see this link, okay, this text inside anchor tags. This is anchor tag, A tag, starting and closing tag. So between starting and closing tag, you are able to see this log yourself in link. Now this is a link, right? So we can locate this element with the help of link. Okay. So there are different strategies to locate the element. What are those strategies? So let's understand. First one is ID, name. Now these are nothing but attributes of HTML tags. Okay, attributes of HTML tag. So whenever you see, okay, like over here, I'll see when I inspect this now, this drop down, you can see select is the tag for drop down, and you can see name is the attribute. What is the value? Got value of name tag, name attribute, manufacturer's ID. Okay, if we go to this particular link, and this is a button, I'll inspect this as well. Okay, I'll inspect this. You can use this arrow also. Okay, click on this and drag it over here, so it will highlight. So this is a button tag having ID as TDB1. So TDB1 is the value, ID is the attribute, and this is the tag name. So if I want to locate this element, okay, I can inspect with the help of this ID that is TDB1. Similarly, if I click on this, drag it over here. This is an input tag. Wherever you have to write, it's a text box. So text box is having input tag. Name attribute is having value email address. Okay, name attribute is having email address as a value. Similarly, if you go and drag it over here, see input tag text box, name is password. So name is the attribute having value as password. So whenever you want to locate an element, first of all right click on that element, inspect, or if already this is open, you can use it this arrow also. Once you have inspected it, check whether that tag name is having name or ID as an attribute. Okay. Anything other than tag name is an attribute. Type, name, max length, these all are attributes. Okay, so look for name and id as attribute. If you find them, then you can directly go and take the priority of id and name as attribute. Locators, okay, let me say locator strategies. Locator strategies. So first priority you have to give to id and name if you are able to find it in any tag. If say for example id and name is not there, okay, then you can go for xpath or css selector. So I'll explain this later on. Then we have our option of link text, which right now we will be using. Then we have partial link text. Partial link text, as in say for example you're having log yourself in. So partial text would be either log, either yourself, okay, or either in, or log yourself, okay, or yourself in, something like this. This is a partial text of the entire text. This is partial, so you can use partial link text. Then we have tag name and class name. Okay, input d input. Okay, then class name, we are having class name, so this is class name, field value, field key. Okay, but generally this field key, field value, okay, these are class names which are used multiple times on multiple what you say elements. So tag name again also will be giving you multiple locators. Class name also will be giving you multiple locators maximum time. But these all locator strategies, id, name, xpath, css, these will be giving you unique locators of an element. Okay, unique locators of element. So let me just copy this field value. I'll say copy, control c, and then control f. Control f is for finding. So control f, you can see there are two matches. One is over here, this is one, and this is another field value. So for both the text box, it is having classes field value, email address and password. Okay, so even though if I use this class name now, what Selenium does, it looks for the very first value. So if I am using by.class name, okay, for password, then it will locate this particular element with the very first occurrence of that class name. Okay, so this strategy won't work. If we are getting one of one, then only we can use it. So here it should be one of one instead of two of two or three of two or whatever, one of three it should be. So it should be only one instance, unique instance. Say for example, if I use now this way, id td1. So just look for this td1, control c, control f. So two matches, but it will be only one instance. That is id is equal to tdb1 will be one. Go for second. This is like inside your script. Okay, it is inside your script. When you click on this button now, it will like make you log in inside the application, and that is why this td1 is mentioned. So this can be like ignored. Okay, you should only see that it should not bring up this way id is equal to td1. This won't be repeated. Okay, so id and name will always be unique. Okay, it will always be unique. So definitely we will be going or giving priority to id and name the very first time. If they are not there, and if it is a link and it's a text, then we can go for link text or partial link text. Okay, xpath is nothing but your relative path. Relative path means this, let me go to home. Okay, this one, this link text. Now this home, okay, this home text is inside this anchor tag, and if I see this anchor tag, okay, is inside span is inside div is inside this. So if you follow this path or flow now, you will reach to html. So html, like you write now c drive, then program files, then folder 1, folder 2, and something like that. Similarly html body, div, and then you are reaching to this particular anchor tag. That would be your absolute path. Absolute means starting from the source reaching to the destination. But if you say XPath, then somewhere in between, say for example this division tag, having id as top menu. This is your uh, tag which is having a unique locator, that is id unique id having top menu, and from there you can go to span and then anchor tag. So let me just right click. Okay, you can right click and then go to copy. After going to copy, you can just click on copy xpath. Okay, copy xpath, and let me just paste it over here. Paste it. See, but find a tag which is having attribute as id. At the rate stands for attribute. Attributed as id, value as top menu. From there, go to the span tag. Span tag having the location, okay, as one, as in see if you go to this division tag, it is having multiple span tags. One, two, three, four, five. I want to reach. I want to go inside this first span tag. So span tag one, and then an anchor tag. So from there, anchor tag. So instead of this star, you can write division also, div tag. So locate for a division tag having attribute as id, value as top menu. Okay. Just copy this, and do Control F and paste it. See, it is showing one of one. There is only one locator, one of one. When you paste this X path over here, it will be showing only one match in your entire page. There is only one match. Okay. We will understand how to create XPath later on also. So right now you can just skip it out. Okay. Also you can create an CSS selector. So right click on this, copy. So instead of XPath you can go for copy selector, and over here you can say. So in CSS selector again the way is same only. Okay, but writing way of writing is different. So for id they are using hash sign. Okay, for id they are using hash sign. So hash top menu. So hash means id, top menu is value. For slash they are using this greater than sign. So from top menu, as in from this location you reach to span tag having nth child any position. Nth child position is 1, and from there you move to the anchor tag. So way of representing is different. But basic difference between XPath and CSS is like in CSS you can go unidirectional from top to bottom. Okay, from top level to bottom level. Okay, but in case of XPath you can move any in any direction from top to bottom, bottom to again top, and okay you can move anywhere inside your XPath. So XPath is bidirectional, whereas CSS selector you can move in one direction. See, we are moving in this direction from division tag to span tag to anchor tag. Okay, chalo. We'll discuss all these things later on as and when it will come. Okay, you just remember that locator strategies. We want to locate an HTML element. We can locate the elements with the help of these 8 options, out of which these are hardly used, very less used. Okay, the rest of them are frequently used. So now based on this, in my application, okay, I want to click on this particular link, right? Log yourself in link. I want to click on this link. So what is the first step? Locate it. How to locate it? Right click, inspect. Okay, right click, inspect. So we have located it, and we know that it's a link, okay, hyperlink. When we see this hand icon, it's a hyperlink. So copy this, copy this, copy this, copy this, copy this. And in your program, you can just say driver dot find element by, okay, by dot, what is the name of our function which you want to use? Link text. See, all the options are coming over here: name, XPath, ID, tag name, CSS selector, link text, class name, partial link text. I want to go with link text. Okay, I want to go with link text. So link text, comma, and then pass the value. Okay. So this should be this has to be capital. Yeah. The reason it is giving me error is that I want to import, okay, install and import package file. So install it. So what I have done is I have created some of the import statement over here, Python imports, because to remember all these things instead of that, just copy and paste it. So by we have to say small, okay, this installing package by that is a different one, okay. Anyways, so by dot link text, okay, and then we can use this value. Now what I have to perform or what I have to do on that particular element, I have located the element, I have found the element. Then what I have to do, I want to click on it. I want to click on it. So which I will do, which I will perform on this particular element, okay, which I will perform in this element. Now once you have performed this click event, okay, it will go to, it will go to the next page. And now I want to interact with this text box one by one. So I have to again inspect it. So right click, inspect. It's a text box. Okay, input and name is email address. Just copy. Okay, copy this email address and I'll say driver dot find element. Okay, by dot what was it? Name, right? Name. This has to be in capital. Okay, name, and then the value was this. And what I want to do, send keys. Okay, I want to type. So send keys is a method to type. So type let's make test at the rate test.com. Okay, random value and password. Again I will inspect this password field. Okay, name is password, so copy this value, driver dot find element by dot name, comma, what is the value, this is the value, and dot send keys, I want to send some keys, that's it. And then again I want to click on the button, so locate this button. Okay, ID, I have found ID, that is GDB1, so copy this and just say driver dot find element by dot id capital, comma, double quotes value, and then I have to click on it. That's it. So let me remove this close. So let's run this program. Import by just a minute. Going through. Let's redo this. website is little bit slow. So once the page is loaded, it will click on log yourself in link. Let me close this. There is an image which is not coming up. Let me stop. Yeah. So now it has worked perfectly. It was taking time to load, so what I've done, I've refreshed hard forcefully, and now it worked perfectly fine. So whatever input I have given, it worked. Okay, that could be some issue related to the website getting loaded, but otherwise it should work. And if your program runs successfully, then you should get this kind of message. Otherwise, any exception you face or any problem you'll face, you will get an exception message over here itself. Okay, so this is how you have to locate the different elements and the which way you want to perform. Okay, or locate, write it inside find element, and then just perform these methods, clicks and keys. Okay, these are some of the common methods. Okay.